Tune in every Wednesday on 6 till 8 p.m. for the best in soulful, deep, and Afro house. Only on iLive Radio. Don't miss it. Soul Deep.
Music back to back to back on iLive Radio.
And welcome to bChic, Not Bougie. I'm your host, Alicia, alongside DJ Richie. And as you can see, did you say what's up? I barely heard that. Oh, hi, what's up? How are you?
Good.
Okay, that's good. And if you can see, we have a special guest today. It's Erica, the PR diva, looking lovely as ever. I love this whole outfit.
Thank you.
Girl, you smashing it. So we're going to get into a little interview session with her a little soon, but we're just going to kind of do a recap of everybody's weekend, what's been going on, and then, get into a little bit of events and stuff like that. What's going on with your weekend so far?
My weekend was good. It was Mother's Day. I think that's probably the only part I remember. It was Mother's Day, so that was good. Went to church with my mom.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and then her only request was to watch the basketball game.
Really?
7. Yeah, that was all she wanted. She wanted me to go to church and to watch the basketball game.
That's
with
nice.
her.
Yes, mommy.
So we did that. She didn't want to go to no restaurant. And then the game was really dope, obviously.
Yes.
Everybody in the city should know by now. The game was super, super dope. So, yeah, that was my weekend. And I mean...
Okay. How about you, Erica? How was your weekend?
My weekend was alright. It was alright. Well, Friday was sad. I was at Mr. G's funeral.
Yes.
Rip Mr.
Rest in
Fitzroy Gordon.
peace.
Shout out to G98.
Yes.
So I was at the funeral there with a friend, and then Saturday we hosted the Face of African Fashion in Toronto.
And how did that go?
Amazing. Shout out to Jill Dean. She's the new face of African fashion.
Hey.
So it's going to be major this year, and that was on Saturday. It was a really great turnout, a lot of people, great energy, and we also Sunday was Mother's Day, and I was spending time with moms.
Yeah, right.
Pretty chill.
Pretty
Just
much.
a lot of highs and lows, but it was overall
a good weekend, right?
Yeah.
What did I do? Honestly, this weekend I just worked, and then went on the Mother's Day. Pretty much cooked the whole day for my mom.
Oh, nice.
I know, right? I did some like a lobster and shrimp pasta and a rosé sauce with some garlic bread and some salad and some champagne.
You went all out.
I just had to do it up for moms. But she doesn't like to go to restaurants, so I don't know. My mom's very picky. Like, I could have made this at home. So I'm like, you know what? You're right. So I just cooked for them. But the joke is, the Raptors game, I didn't even know it was airing that day. I rushed home to go and watch Game of Thrones.
That's sad.
And my boyfriend's like, you see that game? And I'm like, I see some clips on Instagram, but
It was crazy.
it was very crazy.
Kawhi.
Yeah,
King
it was.
Kawhi, man.
He
It was.
killed it, and I feel ashamed that I didn't watch the whole game.
Yeah,
But
you missed
whatever.
it. You don't got
I
the-
didn't do it on purpose, so
She has Canadian heritage.
That's what I'm
It
saying.
was.
Like,
I rewinded it and
we
I
had
pulled
a
it back up
moment.
10 times.
The
because
whole city had
I
a
know.
moment.
And all the
It's not the same.
memes, it's not the same.
It's not the same.
I know, but I felt like if I watched it, maybe I would have jinxed it. So maybe, right? Sometimes it happens.
Good luck then.
It's good luck. It's
All
good luck
right.
that I didn't watch it.
Do not let her off of the hook. That's all she's trying. She's just trying to
It
get
worked.
off.
It worked a little bit. So
Right,
yeah, that was pretty much for my weekend. I didn't do too much, so just a chill weekend. Okay, let's get into Stay Woke news updates. So as we were talking about Kawhi Leonard's jump shot from the corner at the buzzer lifted and Toronto's Raptors to a thrilling 92-90 victory over Philadelphia 76ers. Right? Clap for that. That's big. Gang. All I remember is watching their faces, and their faces were priceless.
No, they got some epic pictures from that.
That needs to be blown up.
Yeah.
Oh, it needs to be like a serious piece. Anyways, and they are into the Eastern Conference Finals for just the second time in franchise history. That's huge. It's a really big deal. Mm-hmm. So Leonard had 15 of his 41 points in the fourth quarter, and the ball with the 4 seconds left before launching the winning basket. Like, you've seen it like ping, 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 ping into the net.
That was crazy, legendary shot. It bounced like 5 times before going in the basket.
Yeah.
And that's magic.
And that's the thing too, because it was like, had he shot it and it just went in, it would have been great just the same. But that bounce where everybody was on pause, like, yo, is this gonna drop to the left or to the right? Because 1 inch the other way and that falls out the basket. And then it's like a whole different story, but man, once that went through,
I didn't want. Actually, I'm talking like I watched it, but
you
I wouldn't want overtime for them.
You would have missed that too. So I mean,
maybe I would have caught that one. Who knows? I could have.
Game of Thrones was
Eastern Conference Final, and this will begin in actually on Wednesday in Milwaukee. So I will be watching that. So people don't judge me if you are watching it. Also, a woman and her 7-year-old son are in life-threatening conditions in the hospital after being hit by alleged impaired driver in the driveway of a home in Brampton's Mount Pleasant area this morning. So that's very sad and scary. So the Peel Region Police say they were called at about 8:30 a.m. to Conductor Lane and Portsdown Road area just north of Mount Pleasant GOES train station. So the investigator said the woman, 36, and a boy were hit by a pickup truck while in a driveway of a home. So obviously, this person was definitely
It was her husband.
Yeah?
That's what, okay, sorry. So as you were saying, thanks, Richard, you're like, it was her husband. Thank you. Really, he was drunk, or was he really trying to kill them?
I don't know. But he was
that.
charged. I saw that on the news just before the show started.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I kind of needed to update a little bit more. But anyways, I did see that part as well. So they say the vehicle then continued into the garage of a townhome, tearing bricks from the structure and damaging the garage door of the townhouse. So they were taken to the local hospital for assessment and later transferred to the trauma center for treatment. And Sergeant Bancroft writes that the woman was in stable condition, but the boy's condition remains grave. So did you get any more? Did you get an update on that? No, right? I'll take a look into that later. But the driver, he was in his early 40s. I guess that is the husband, which it says the driver is the husband of the woman and the father of the boy who was struck. I hope it wasn't them, trying to
on purpose.
I never know.
Do you know what I mean? Like those ones are not like you didn't just lightly tap somebody, because when you hit something you stop. He ran into the house. I feel like that was intentional, sorry. And lastly, if the 3-year-old boy and woman who were at the center of an Amber Alert issued this morning have been found safely. Pretty sure, right?
Oh my gosh.
What time did that wake you guys up?
I was already up, but like
you were
something, yeah.
Yeah, it went off at like 4 something in the morning.
I haven't slept.
And I was just like, bruh.
Right? Me too.
I was just like, I saw it was an Amber Alert, but it came like twice too.
Yeah, it came twice, more than twice.
I got it
at
twice.
Least 3 times
I was just like,
yeah.
So I thought I thought when I saw it again that they found, but it was just announcing it again. So like, I just couldn't sleep out, and I was like, hell, I'm gonna be up now.
Might as well stay up.
But praying for the safety of that boy,
Well, see, I like the responses from us so far. Like, yes, it woke us up, but none of us seem angry. And a lot of the responses, actually, there was a lot of 911 complaint calls in regards to disturbing their peace, waking them up out of their sleep, obviously having to go to work and being awakened. Police from Peel Region also reminded social media that make appropriate emergency calls. They tied up the lines making a lot of these complaints versus calling for an actual emergency.
But I feel like we already went through this and they told them like, bruh, it's gonna happen. Like get used to it. It's gonna happen.
What sucks? It's like you're not gonna learn until it happens to you, and God forbid that this happens to you. But I would want to wake the whole city up if my child's missing, and I don't care who's sleeping, who's not sleeping. You can go back to bed, turn off your phone, but no, you're waking up for my child today. So I'm happy that they were found. They are still investigating to find out more information in regards to what was going on. But I think it's just so disturbing to find out that people are really complaining and calling 911 at that. So they're really highly advising people, please do not contact 911 if you're complaining about something like this. This is not. Yeah.
That's probably the only time they call 911 is because of.
Do you know what I mean?
It's not an emergency, guys. It's annoying sometimes to be waking up and sleep, especially if it's a big day the next day. But it's for the child. It's for children. Like that's what we're doing. That's why they do this. So.
And and look what happened the last time. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm okay with somebody waking me up. Yeah. So please, if you guys can, stop calling 911. But that's really it for Stay Woke news updates. Richie, what's going on for events?
So we got a lot of events on tap, a lot coming up. So starting with Friday, May 17th, Alicia Cara, I think that's how you say her name. Mm-hmm. Alicia Cara is doing her Toronto stop of her Pains of Growing tour. So Alicia, I really like her. She has like some really dope songs. Yeah, she's from Brampton. And the first time I saw her was was it? Does Bramley have an upstairs? Bramley City Center?
Yes, it does. Don't
yeah. No, I'm just I'm trying to remember.
I thought you were trying to shade us.
I was in Bramley City Center and I was upstairs and there was like a big crowd downstairs and I had this, mind you, this was like 2-3 years ago. I had no idea who this child was. So she was singing and like all the kids were singing her songs. Aww. So I found out through Shazam. Like I Shazammed one of her songs. And that's when it came up who she was. And then my daughter really loves her too. Aww. So she's in town this Friday. Her tour will be happening at the Sony Center for the Performing Arts. Tickets, they're a little pricey. They start at $66 and they go up from there. But I mean, she's rising, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. You have to start somewhere, right?
Yeah. Showtime for that is 7:30. Happening on Saturday, Luxie presents Shenyang. Shensia will be live at Luxie this Saturday. So it's another installment of the concert series presented by Life Saturdays. And they're doing really good with this concert series because they bring up a lot of dope artists and a lot of dancehall artists. So like they have Shensia this week. I think in a couple of weeks they're having Governor on the 31st.
Yep.
So everyone...
Oh, he's going to be down here?
Governor?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be here on the 31st.
Okay.
At Luxie, yeah.
I like him. I need to see him in concert.
So yeah, he's good. I saw him once before.
He's really good
and
in
he was
concert,
good.
eh?
He was good, yeah. Has a lot, like... He's one of those artists like, oh, I didn't know you have these many hit songs.
Gotcha.
Type of artist,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So everyone is $20 before 11:30 on guest list, and then $25 tickets are on sale. Happening Saturday is When Dance Did Nice, presented by Fun Squad Empire.
Yes.
Big party, you know, it's called the Unfinished Business Edition because the last one in November was prematurely ended at the Banquet Hall venue. So please, people, go early. Do not smoke in the venue. Like, that is why it got shut down the last time. So please, no smoking in the venue this Saturday. When Dance Did Nice. And on Sunday...
Please don't mash up the good times.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
On Sunday, I found a pretty dope event. It's called... so it's presented by the Black-owned Unity. And it's and much more by Black-owned businesses. So it's free to go to. And then obviously, if you see food that you want, you can purchase it. And all donations go towards funding business development programs to support Black youth entrepreneurs. So that's happening this Sunday from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Whitewood Barnes. 601 Christie
right.
Street. Yeah, it's like in the downtown area. 601 Christie Street. So check that out. And also, early shout out for a few events happening next week. Thursday, May 23rd, Toronto Fashion Industry presents When Fashion Meets. It's a great night of networking, brand launches, not band launches, not Carabana.
Not Carabana. Not right
brand
now.
launches and fashion shows, also with live entertainment. This takes place from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. at 550 Wellington Street. That's Thompson, Toronto. And it's free. It's free. So definitely check that out for anybody who
you
has...
have to register, right? Just go online and register for tickets.
So anyone that's like up and coming fashion line, or you just want to be in that business, or even just kind of like find out what the business is all about, the industry is all about, it's free. It costs you nothing to... Right? I didn't find out where that was happening, but that is happening. Where is that happening? Curves Class and Mimosas.
Starwood, I think, Hotels.
Starwood Hotels. Okay, definitely check that out. And that night, we have Gala of Hope, which is put on by the Women's Multicultural Resource and Counseling Center of Durham. So that's happening at the Ajax Convention Center, 550 Beck Crescent in Ajax. Cocktails start at 6 p.m. Single tickets go for $120, but you can get a corporate table. So get all your friends and business people together. Corporate tables go for $1,500. So for more info, contact info@dwmrccdurham.org. You get that? info@dwmrccdurham.org or call 905-427-7849. That's what's up.
Yeah, so there's a lot of events going on, eh?
Yes, it's a busy time. Like that spring, summer, like people are still expecting or waiting for summer. But
this summer right now, just enjoy it. It's not summer yet. It's not until June. It's still spring.
Summer. This is not spring either.
Yes, it is.
This is definitely not spring.
When they always say, well, April showers bring May
It's
flowers.
May 14th,
I know we're in May, but
halfway through it.
You know, it's still
almost
rains.
June.
The grass looks really nice and green.
Grass does look very green. That's the only
I'm gonna find the
benefit.
positives in this weather
That's
right
the
now.
only benefit that I'm seeing so far.
We live in Canada, guys.
See, right? So we're just gonna have to accept it.
This is not an
for
excuse.
what it is.
This is not an excuse at all.
I know, and so I'm just gonna accept what it is. And the grass looks really wonderful, and the flowers are starting to bloom, even on the trees. So I'm okay with that.
Sunshine.
Well, there was sunshine. Remember a couple weeks ago at the Warner party? I was like, yeah, that was nice. Anywho, we're going to get into the interview portion. So this week's Fashion Buzz, obviously, is the one and only and our special guest, the PR diva, Erica. Thank you so much for coming.
Of course.
We really appreciate having you. We love to support people that are doing big things in our community. And I know that, let's just start off with the fact that you are CEO of the PR Diva Communications.
Yes.
Also celebrity publicist, founder of When Fashion Meets, and you also partner with co-founder When Fashion Meets. Also partner with African Fashion Week.
Yes. And
management for, is it Image Brands or?
So they're my management team and management and marketing.
Let me get my shit together. So, well, obviously you can see she's doing many things. She's doing a lot. There's a lot of things going on, but they're all great things, and so much that we can learn from you and a lot of people that are watching that want to get into this business. So obviously we'll have some good questions for you to kind of, educate others out there. We always start off with an icebreaker to kind of break the ice and get you loosened up. So I'm usually kind of perverted and stuff, but this time I'm not going to do that. I'm going to tone it down.
Good behavior today.
Good behavior. Just today. Next interview is not going to be so nice. So let's start off with fill in the blanks. So I'm going to ask you questions and you just kind of fill in the blanks with anything, first word that comes to mind or whatnot. So when I wake up, I
pray and thank God for waking me up.
Amen. I wouldn't be where I am today if blank.
That's a good one.
God.
Amen. Amen again. Amen. Amen. If I wasn't in my current profession, I would be blank.
A firefighter.
What?
I don't know.
Shira.
I don't know.
We can come back.
A singer.
A singer. Yeah.
A singer.
Can you sing, honey?
I think I can.
You know what? We're gonna have to take you sing at the end
No,
of this.
you're not.
Do a little hum for us today. Okay, I like that. A singer. This is more of a question, but I guess whatever. I am single or I am taken.
Dating.
Yeah, she's dating out here, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know if we can really talk to her yet. Well, there's no ring yet. So, not yet. Okay.
Not yet.
My favorite position is
CEO.
Yeah. Listen, do you know I was hoping you'd say that? Thank you very much. I was gonna say doggy style, but no, I prefer the CEO position. If I walked in on my partner cheating in my house, I would
burn it down.
No. She is not left eye.
Well, I was gonna say find the closest gun.
She would have.
Well, damn.
That's what I want to say.
I feel like.
Especially in your own house is disrespect.
I would probably start going crazy, yelling. Okay. I'm going crazy.
You're going crazy. I get you.
In my own house.
The safe way.
In my own
house. So pick one: Sex in the City or Girlfriends.
Girlfriends.
Okay. If a person crosses me once, I
pray about them.
Amen. The sweetest thing someone has ever done for me was?
I think complimented me on how I help others.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. My future husband is?
Shamar Moore.
Lost.
It's hopefully coming this year.
Amen. So you preach it. Speak into existence.
Speaking things to existence.
Exactly. My biggest regret is?
Not believing in myself at a younger age.
Like that. And blank is my greatest support.
There's a lot of people, but I say my mom.
Your mom's I like that. Okay. Okay, see, that's easy. Just an easy way to kind of schmooze in there. So, this month marks your 5th year anniversary for your PR Diva Communications. Yes. That's a really big deal. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
How did you celebrate that actually? Before I even get into more questions.
How am I doing? Honestly, like, because I have so much going on, it's crazy. But again, DJ Richie mentioned at the Thompson.
Yeah.
At the networking event.
That's where you celebrated everything.
That's where I'm going to celebrate it.
Okay,
it's still on the way. It's coming.
Yes. Okay.
The 20th is officially the day.
Marks the day.
But I'm celebrating on the Thursday. So come on out. Free fashion show, courtesy of Shop Mavazi. And also we're gonna have some food, some sweets.
Yes.
DJ. It's gonna be lit. Come out and
we'll
celebrate.
Definitely come out. That sounds great.
Thank
okay.
You.
And I know that the PR Diva Communication is out of the box communications and public relations agency, and it specializes in entertainment industry and high profile lifestyle brands. Is that correct? Okay. Yes. And your team consists of industry professionals with a wide experience serving a number of A-list clients that live in entertainment, fashion, film, television, beauty, sporting, festival, award shows, concert, and corporate event sectors. That's a lot going on. And that's great because that's actually, it all ties in together either which way, right?
Yes.
So what made you want to get into this industry?
I think it's always been my passion. Like from a little girl, I've always wanted to be in entertainment. Like growing up, I was very musically influenced by like watching much music.
Yeah.
When we got BET, it never changed the station at my house. So I always thought, that's why I say that if I could do anything else, it'd be singing. Like I would study and focus on that because I always loved working with artists, celebrities, the industry. It's always been me, my nature. I'm very social and I'm outgoing, and I love people used to make fun of me about being a groupie.
No.
Celebrities come to, I'm like,
it's all right.
I'm take myself, take an autograph. But hey, it's paying my bills today.
Exactly.
So that was always a passion of mine, and I think it's fun. I love the limelight. I love the stars, everything, entertainment, fashion, anything I can do with media. That's just why it's just the passion.
It's like what put you on that path?
I would say just not, it's hard to get a job. Like it took me a long time to, I have a degree in communication and media studies, and it's hard. Even to this day, I have so much friends and people tell me like they struggle to find jobs in Toronto. It's not easy. It's so competitive.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
So I think I just took like 5 years ago, I was just like, enough was enough. I was already freelancing and working corporate, but I feel like there was a lot of politics. I wasn't getting paid enough, and I just wanted to be my own boss. I didn't want anyone to tell me when I have to go on vacation, when I want to go on break. I want to call the shots, you know, and I took a big risk, quit my job. I wasn't laid off or anything. I actually quit and I started my business.
Note that.
Yes. And I started it, and it's been amazing ever since.
Oh, good. And aside, and I know about the finding jobs after school, especially the hardest thing to do, especially in Toronto. I don't know why it's so difficult. Was there any other challenges that you faced while getting into this and starting your own business?
Oh, yeah. I would say one of the biggest challenges is getting that respect, like people paying you what you're worth, getting clients. It's hard, like, because I literally, when I would have never advised this to people, but I quit with nothing. Like, I didn't save. Enough was enough. I literally went to LA because I was freelancing with the NAACP Image Awards in LA.
Ooh.
It's so amazing. There were a lot of stars there. And I said, this is my life. Like, this is what I want to do. And don't get me wrong, I had a really good marketing position in the corporate world, but it wasn't enough for me. Like, I felt like there was more. And I'm like, I'm still young. You have to take risks in order to be successful. And if you read all of those like entrepreneurship books and the big people that are making it, they took great risks and sacrificed a lot to get to where they are. So I said, you know what, I'm still young. I don't want to ever be that person where I'm like 50 regretting I should have done something. Mm-hmm. No, so that's the reason why I did that. Okay,
good. And like, what would be the cons, I guess, in regards to what you did?
I would say cons is just that, again, it wasn't smart because I literally saved with, I didn't save anything. So I was broke for a long time. And the cons were just finding enough clients to help make ends meet.
Gotcha.
So especially being independent, sole proprietor, it's not easy. You have to always keep yourself busy to get to sustain a healthy living. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was a big con for me. And also I would say just not having certain support for some people. Like some people were looking at me like I was crazy. You know, some friends may say some things, my family, no, what are you thinking you're doing? You have a nice job. So a lot of people think you're crazy. So you deal with a lot of the people talking and saying stuff. And I didn't have as much support that I would love, but I still had support from certain people. Like I have my business mentor. He helped me. He guided me. I have some of my friends that were very encouraging, but then you have a lot of other people that think you're crazy. That's okay. So, and it's so funny that at the time where I was working, my actual boss encouraged me. She was actually very supportive because she thought, yes, she's amazing. She just thought I was bigger than what I was doing, and she thought I was overqualified. So I had a lot of support from her, and it really, that plus my business mentor and the people there that were encouraging me, that's what kept me going and just praying and thanking God, because sometimes it was not easy.
It was not easy.
You're broke, you get depressed, and trying, and finally I got to where I'm at today.
Great. So I guess the pros obviously is your business, right?
Yes.
And successfully doing it. Continue. Sorry.
No. Yes, starting businesses, opening multiple businesses, realizing that in order to make it as an entrepreneur, open other different avenues of businesses. So as much as I do PR, I've also launched with a business partner the fashion industry events that I'm doing, and I'm working on other projects. So diversifying my portfolio is really, really important, and that keeps me in a position where I don't ever have to be in a position when I was really, really broke and struggling, or worried about that I don't have enough clients, because I always have income coming in different ways. So those are the positives.
I like that. Sorry, did you want to say something, Richard?
When you say you have clients, because some people may not understand, like as a PR diva, like public relations, right?
Yes.
What is it? What are some of your roles and responsibilities for your clients?
Okay, cool. Great question. So as a publicist, pretty much you're handling the public image of a client, whether it's an athlete, an artist, a company, or brand. So some of the services range from press release writing, biography writing, finding media to cover your clients, managing client social media, attending red carpet appearances with your clients, organizing press conferences. I do a lot of media for concerts in the city. It's a lot. And I'm probably missing a whole bunch.
No, that's okay.
Right now.
And I know you have a lot of very busy months. Obviously, you have like you're hosting, you're running events, and so much more. What other projects do you have coming on the way, or things that you want to be working on?
Probably, literally events. Like the great thing about the Toronto fashion industry, when Fashion Meets event that me and my business partner started, it was just a platform to help creatives in the fashion industry get together for free. There's not a lot of free events in the city, you know what I mean? And times are tough, and we know Toronto is very competitive, so we wanted to create a platform, a diverse fashion platform for everybody, inclusive, that's open to everybody. And since the success of doing it in Toronto, we've launched in Montreal now. So now started that, the Montreal Fashion Industry event in July. So we're so happy with that. And we also have a partnership with Thompson here in Toronto. So just building that platform and creating more opportunities for designers, models, people to work, get experience, get exposure, and build their businesses, because it's all networking.
I was just gonna ask you that. I was like, networking is a major key when it comes to this, right?
Major key. Also part of business too. Like a lot of the clients that I have was through networking or building relationships, meeting people, hanging out with them. So that's how, even one of the big clients I work with, Afrobeat, shout out to Afrobeat, Mr. Joanna. He was at a concert like a year or so, and then I reached out to him, and then that's even how I started doing some PR with him, was through just building a relationship with him, you know what I mean? So networking is so important, and not even networking, the follow-up. Okay. You know what I mean? You meet people, but a lot of people don't end up calling you or hanging out, things of that nature. So it's really important to build relationships. And for anybody out there who wants to start their business, networking is A1. I always say, my famous line is, your network is your net worth.
Amen. Well, this is my thing. Like with networking, a lot of people are so like, I don't want to go to networking events. Would you recommend a networking event versus just kind of going to organic places where you are in the same area or vicinity with like-minded people, or people that you're trying to, rub shoulders with? Which would you say is the best?
Good question. I feel it depends on your industry. So there's so much people. Let's say you're at I've been places before where maybe my hair wasn't looking the best, and a hairstylist was like, I think I was at Afrofest last year, and some girl was like, here sis, take my card, and I was looking at my hair, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe that's why. Yeah. So that was just a random event. So just be ready. She just had her card on her, and she reached out to me, she gave it to me. So I think it just depends on really your industry. I do think there are really good tools, like shout out to meetup.com. That's a meetup platform and site that you can literally search any industry and meet with like-minded people. So that's some free tools I'm gonna give you.
We need these tips.
And I just think also Instagram's really, like, a lot of my business success was through Instagram, and people slide into my DMs or me sliding to other people's DMs. So I don't think there's not really a right or way about going about it. Just always be ready, have your cards on you, and wherever you go, there's an opportunity to collaborate or connect with someone new that could potentially help your business.
Agreed.
So I feel it doesn't really matter where you go, but sites like Meetup do help.
Definitely.
And Eventbrite.com as well is another good event site where you can search free or paid events for your industry.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, because you provided a lot of information. Where could people find you, or if they were looking for PR, someone to represent them, how can they find you?
Perfect. Well, with my 5th year anniversary, I'm actually launching my new website. So I'm excited to announce my new services that I'll be offering going forward. But they can definitely follow me on Instagram. My personal page is at the PR Diva, and my business Instagram page is at PR Diva Communications. But the website will be www.prdivacommunications.com when it relaunches. And my goal is to have it launched by my launch event on May 23rd at the Thompsons. So make sure you guys come out.
And it will happen. Oh, good. Make sure you follow her if you have any questions. If you're looking for someone to represent you, she's the girl, the go-to girl. So thank you so much. We continue our interview, so don't leave. We're going to have more questions.
Like, every entrepreneur you talk to, like, that's one of their biggest things, right? Like, you have to network. I think, is there a way for you to describe networking? Because a lot of people, they hear that, and then they'll say, okay, well, there's this event, I'm going to go. And then they'll just kind of like turn around and go home, or, you know what I mean? Spend 2 hours, 3 hours there, not really knowing what to do or how to even spark a conversation to begin that networking relationship.
Good question. I actually have some networking tips that I don't mind, if you guys don't mind.
Please.
Share them with you. But pretty much with networking, it literally, you're just meeting strangers that you don't know that are usually in the same industry you are, and connecting your businesses together. Like for our networking event, we have a lot of, it's all fashion industry and also entrepreneurs there. So let's say there's a model there and there's a designer, and then the designer is looking for models for their campaign or lookbook. They connect, they exchange their contact, where it's like it takes it away from, it's like the intimate interaction you're getting with people as opposed to just messaging them online, because you know, we're in a digital age, everybody's on their phones, everyone's online, and you don't have that organic experience meeting people. So you can't be shy, you just have to take initiative to be open to meeting new people and actually engaging with them, talking, be business associates or clients of yours. That's really it in like not a lot of words.
Business cards a must? Like, I know people are using their phones nowadays to kind of just say, here's my number and connect, but do you still recommend people having, like, you know, business cards, something to kind of hand out at different events?
Well, I'm a bad example because sometimes I barely have cards.
That's okay.
They always run out, or I barely have them because of everything I have going on, but I think it's still good to have them. But I know because of this digital age, I'm literally connecting people through Instagram.
It makes more sense.
What's your Instagram?
Yeah.
Even my Uber driver on the way was, yo, add me on Instagram. It was one of those, you know what I mean? Shout out to Wale. So it was one of those, like, you know, here's your contact, here's your number. I think cards are important, but, you know, they say to recycle better and all that stuff. Don't do that. You know what I mean? But I think networking is important and getting that contact, but the biggest thing that a lot of people do, and I used to struggle with doing that myself, is the follow-up.
Yes.
Because I meet a lot of people, and I even apologize. Sometimes I meet some people and I even forget to follow up with them myself, and I'm a networking expert. However, it's just following up with people, building that relationship with them, because you never know where it could lead to. And honestly, I thank God a lot of my relationships I built with people have helped me get clients based off referral. If people are looking for a publicist or a PR agency, my company or even my personal name gets called. So I appreciate that, and it's based off the relationships that I'm doing, and also staying current, always using your social media to highlight and talk about who you are. You know, nobody knows your business if you don't talk about it.
Yeah.
So another tip I say, if you're trying to get out there, post everything that you're doing, because you never know who's watching.
That's true. I actually, you know what? Maybe I have some advice for Richie and I, because we are like, we want to do more hosting events, and I think that we do need to do a lot more networking and getting out there. I don't know why we just don't do it. Like, I think that's probably our problem, is kind of just getting ourselves out there. Like
Just
Richie does
doing
DJing.
Yeah.
I know I'm always in the party scene, but I never really promote hosting and ourselves and so forth. So I'm just kind of figuring out, like, do you think that would be the best thing to do, is just to kind of just get out there and just networking?
Well, you could, like, because you guys are, I know you guys do your own thing, but then also you guys are technically media journalists, like you're hosts, you're on a radio show. So there's so much, we don't know this, but there's a lot of events that happen in the city where they want media coverage. People hire me to get media to cover their events. So you guys as media personalities could definitely reach out to any event you want to get into where you don't have to pay, and you're literally covering content. So it's a win-win. You're covering their event, you're building content, you don't have to pay to get in, and then they're getting that marketing from you and advertising from you, you know?
We're going to just get this more information after.
There's a lot of stuff that I can tell you, man. But
sure.
I feel what you guys are doing, it's a great way you're doing for the networking and all of that.
Okay.
And build an Instagram.
More just bChic stuff versus on my personal page.
Yeah.
So yes, we definitely, we've always had a bChic, but I do personal shopping and styling. So I was like, I need to now kind of merge the two, because we do talk about fashion as well. So instead of doing another bChic page, I just kind of did the whole and kept it exactly. Yes. So yes, no, definitely branding is something that we were focusing on more this year. So look out for more things, even like cups and mugs, little details. You know, when guests come on, I do want to have more stuff available. So
of course,
it just takes time. It's a lot of time, a lot of money
I
to
know.
brand yourself. So it's just it's a stepping stone. So definitely getting there. But Richie, anything else you want to add?
Good.
Okay. Let's see. But yeah, no, that you honestly gave us a lot of information. And I know a lot of the questions, even like just the struggles, like I'm going there, I'm through it, I'm going through it now. It's just like, you know that there's a light through the tunnel, and you just kind of keep focusing on the bigger picture and what you want. So number one thing, and basically what you're doing, is you haven't given up. And that's
never.
Actually what.
Even when you want to,
Oh,
you see that meme of that.
Yep.
He's like
nailing
with the diamond,
and the diamond on the other side. Yeah,
you just never know what's on the other side, and it's like they say, get rich or die trying. Like, keep trying, keep going after it. I tell you, I've been through it all. I've lost very close people to me, friends. I've been snaked. People stole my clients away from me, and then my clients come back to me. Like,
hello.
I've been through a lot, but you know, I feel as long as you really stay positive, and sometimes I do beat myself up, but again, I just know God has an answer for you, and once it's your passion, it will be. It doesn't feel like work. That's the thing. Like, even though people looked at me crazy when I was broke and I was just doing crazy stuff, it was like, it's the passion that keeps you going.
Yes, it is.
If it wasn't, like, people do things for money, right? But I remember a time where, why did you leave your steady income paying job? Because you hated it. It wasn't what I wanted to do. Yeah. So like I always say, I'd rather be making peanuts, working to build my legacy and doing what I love, than making millions and being depressed. Because a lot of people I know are going through it.
It's true. And you wonder why even like people that are like huge celebrities who have millions of dollars are committing suicide. They're just not happy.
They're not happy.
So you definitely want to make sure that you surround yourself with amazing people, but especially you have to love yourself and what you're doing. So
of course, you have one life, live it the way you want to live it.
Live it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I have one entertainment story I want to talk about.
Okay.
Aisha Curry. What is going on? Like, I just want a wholesome, complete, ideal, take home to mama type
she
woman.
Still is, but continue.
With her recent Red Table Talk appearance with Jada Pinkett Smith, where the biggest headline that came out of that was that she wishes she were acknowledged more, and I'm saying it as nicely as I can. She wishes she were acknowledged more by random men, as a reminder to herself that she still has it. And I mean, I've had several discussions about this to say why.
I have a lot of opinions to say about this.
And I'm just like, I don't get it. I mean, sure, okay. And I've heard both sides of the argument, right? But now she's gone forward or further in another article, she says that she had a boob job done in 2015, and it was the worst boob job ever. It was the most botched boob job ever. She says she was pushed to do the boob job, not like by herself, but she was battling
insecure, and
she was battling postpartum, so she did it, and she just wanted to get like a breast lift, and they made them bigger, and now she doesn't
like a botched job.
it. I'm not sure how it's botched, but she said they made them bigger.
She said it was a botched job, which is a bad job for boobs. And so, although they're bigger, they could be, ones like.
But she didn't say any of that. She just said they're bigger.
Botched. I seen that. Well, I seen an interview.
Her botched job was that she wanted this, and she got something else.
Oh. Okay, well, TMZ. Information from?
No.
Okay, well, I got mine from TMZ, and they were saying that she was complaining that she was going through depression, and she got a botched job done, and it was kind of rushed because she was just going through the whole, being depressed and so forth and all that stuff, and just postpartum. So that's what I got from the article. It was more of like, not so much that it was just bigger, that it was done, like it wasn't good, like the job was done poorly. That's what TMZ reported.
But what does that mean, though?
It means that it was a poor job. The thing is, she rushed it. So
the only thing she described was, I went in for a lift and they came out bigger. Okay, that was all she said. She did not say anything more than that.
I got mine from TMZ, and what they said was what I just explained to you.
But that's like, I can say like, I got a botched haircut.
No, it's different.
No. How is it different?
Oh, look at that. Aisha Curry depression led to botched boob job.
Right, but what happened?
I'm explaining to you. So, do you ever watch the show called Botched or whatever? It's like when you do surgery on your butt, your face, whatever, and they do a poor job. So they compare surgeons, the surgeon who did their procedure versus a better surgeon doing the job.
My question is still not answered.
Oh my gosh. Go ahead.
If it's a botched job, what went wrong?
That's what I'm explaining to you. So it could be.
No. You're saying it could be.
You're not listening to me.
What went wrong?
Okay, how do you explain this? If you went in for surgery, right? You know those pictures, it's like, I want my hair to look like this, or I want my arm to look like this, whatever it is. And then it came out looking 10 times worse. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you? It was a horrible job.
Exactly. That's my point. So how she described it were her words.
Okay, well, this is also their words and her words. So all I'm saying is, okay, well, let's just go off the fact that botched job is pretty much saying it was a horrible job, period. Like, let's not even elaborate more, because it's like, if I go into the hairdresser and say, I want my hair to look like this, and then it comes looking all crazy and it's not done the way I want it to, well, then I didn't get what I asked for. You know what I mean? The job.
Does that mean
done.
It was botched, or you just didn't get exactly what you wanted?
Why is this so hard for you?
I feel botched is more of a terminology used for like those cosmetic procedures.
Exactly, right? So that's not necessarily saying she was ruined or disfigured in any way.
It wasn't a good job, is what she's trying to say.
Do a good job.
That's what botched is. Yeah. There's a show literally on just poor jobs, and I think it's called Botched, and it's literally just doesn't look good. It's
somebody
supposed
gets
to
a breast lift, but one breast is not as high as the other one. That's considered a botched.
It's a botched job.
Right.
So what she's saying is she went in there to kind of maybe boost her self-esteem, get these good girls to come up, and they did a poor job. Whether it's saggy, one's bigger, the nipple was torn, I don't know, like it's leaking, it was botched. Whatever the case. She didn't elaborate further on why it was botched, because I'm pretty sure it's still personal. However,
why talk about it?
You know what? I'm gonna say this right now.
I don't understand. Aisha Curry.
This is for Aisha right now, okay?
Aisha Curry is doing the most right now.
No,
and for what?
No, I'm explaining to you. Okay,
go.
Because women need to stop feeling like they can't express how they feel. She came out and simply just said,
vulnerable.
You know what I mean? Like you're married to a celebrity, and okay, so Aisha, in my eyes, she's a very pretty girl, but she's also very like wholesome and innocent looking. She doesn't come across as sexy. Not that she's not sexy, but she doesn't come across as sexy. However, if you were to like Jennifer Lopez is sexier. You know what I mean? In terms, if we're gonna compare, just random. So if you were to see Jennifer Lopez and her man or her fiance, she would still get the looks. She would still get guys trying to eye her, and pretty much, guys are probably still messaging her on her Instagram. Aisha's trying to say she doesn't get that. You know what I mean? And not to say that she wants the attention, but she's not getting that type of attention. It just sometimes, it feels nice to go down the road if I dress up and nobody even notices me. Okay? Not even I like your hair, or, your outfit's cute, or you look nice today. It kind of takes away from the fact that I did all this work for nothing.
So I have 2 questions. I have one statement and one question. One statement, I want this to be proof that when women say I dress up for me and I do my hair for me and I do all of this for me,
Richie.
That is a lie from the pit of hell.
Richie, I'm going to pause you on that. I never once said it has to be a man that compliments me,
I never said it has to be a woman.
Okay? This could be a damn child to say you look. Matter of fact, I had a child tell me one day that I look. She's like, "You're so pretty."
But what did you
that
just
made my day,
say?
because that's innocent.
You just said if you dress up and no one outside of you pays you a compliment.
I'm saying specifically because you're just trying to turn it into.
I'm not saying it's about men. I'm not saying men.
Well, I'm going to answer that question. When I'm saying that, it doesn't mean every time I go on the road or dress up, I need to hear a compliment. I'm just saying, let's just say you dressed up. Like, I feel good today. And so many friends, family, anybody seen you, nobody once noticed you enough to say that you looked good. I'm not saying that people don't compliment her, but I guess what she's trying to say is, like, when you're going out with your friends, let's say you guy friends, we have our girlfriends, and you always have that girlfriend that gets all the attention. You sometimes start to think, like, what's wrong with me? Like, I dressed up today. I looked hella cute. Like, you know what I mean? Why are no guys coming to me? It's not a matter of me being jealous of my friend, but it's more so like you start to question yourself. Like, you know what I mean? What are they looking for? What am I missing? So, go ahead.
Ooh, child.
Right?
I think at the end of the day, like, when you dress up, as a woman, men, women, we're supposed to dress up for ourselves at the end of the day.
Thank you.
We need to wear clothes, right? We're going to get arrested if we're coming on the street looking crazy, right? Naked, whatever. We have to dress up for ourselves. But I think naturally everybody loves validation. It's almost like going on Instagram, posting something and getting one like. DD Richie, you're going to feel away.
But that's my point. But I thought it was for you. Yeah. If it's for you, then you seeing yourself in the mirror and saying I look good, that should be where it ends.
Yes and no.
Some people don't need validation.
They don't.
I'll add. Some people just don't need it. They don't care. They don't care about. I know a lot of people that are on social media. They don't care for it. They go out. They know they look good. They have that within themselves. But most people, and maybe it's because of the social world we're in these days, people do care what people think. We want that like. We want the love. We want the support. We want people to compliment us when we go places. I actually think with the whole Aisha Curry stuff, I think that was just drawn way out of proportion.
I think so too.
Crazy, and everyone's doing all this, and women aren't there. You have the best. Everything's
Give me a
going
break.
on. She was just saying how she.
So let me ask you this:
I don't think there's anything wrong.
If the tables were reversed, and it was Steph Curry or any man that said this, if Beyonce's husband was not Jay-Z, regular schmegler dude like me, then went on whatever and said, bruh, my wife, like, she's the hottest woman in the world. Dude is still trying to get at her. I gotta be watching my back because there's richer men, bigger men, taller men, better looking men than me that trying to take my girl. And you know what? Sometimes I feel like I really just wish I would get some outside attention from these women out here.
No. I think it'd be the same thing.
No, it would not. It would definitely not.
They're going in on Aisha, though.
It would definitely not be.
They were going in on Aisha, though.
Some of them.
No.
Everybody.
No.
It's about her everywhere.
What do you, Delisa, you and so many others have defended her and what she's saying.
But there's so much more that haven't. And on top of
that. And I agree with them.
I know you do. And what also I would... No, don't thank you. Don't thank me. Listen, what I'm going to say is, first of all, Jay-Z, who I don't think is really that attractive, but he has accomplished a lot.
He's rich.
And he's amazing.
That doesn't matter.
Do you know what I mean? He gets attention, period. Let's just put it that way. Aisha is a pretty girl, and she's trying to say she still doesn't get that attention. And she's married to a basketball player who gets numerous girls throwing themselves, don't start with me, who throw themselves at him. And all she's saying is, not one.
Do you know, first of all, one, she's lying. Two, second of all, do you understand that you are Aisha Curry, the wife of Steph Curry? You want this attention and this, then go get it elsewhere.
She does.
build something where people do not only see you as Steph Curry's wife.
Don't do that. She has businesses. Don't do that to her.
What do you mean?
Cook. She has a book. She has books.
Front woman. I was laughing at that.
Wow.
I think it's on 6 months.
Wow.
She goes shout out 6 months.
That's
hilarious. They are
at
funny.
the end of the day, when we can go on and on and on about this topic. Mr. Curry, Stephon Curry, and Aisha are chilling. They made a statement. They're living their life.
Bro, we know what that's all about. He has
to. And no, on top of it, she just had 3 kids, right? So I feel like when you have kids, you don't have children. You don't know what it feels like. Beyonce doesn't have that damn problem. She is like a sex symbol.
Beyonce
it's completely different.
Nothing. You know Beyonce doesn't
say nothing. You know what I mean? And so with her, she's obviously not that sex symbol, but she's that wholesome girl next door. Period.
Why is this a problem?
Why? That's not a problem. But again, if you have women throwing themselves at your husband 24/7. Yeah, you start to feel like, okay, let me sexy up myself a bit. But if you just gained weight, had babies, had a bad boob job, and all these things are happening, and you see all these beautiful women, let's say, just put it out there. Basketball players are the worst players when it comes to dating, marrying, and whatever the case may be. They cheat like nobody's business over and over again, and they don't care, right? So the fact that she does have Steph Curry, who seems so far to be a great guy, so I'm not going to say anything and put anything in the atmosphere, but I can understand where she's coming from. We're not in her shoes, so I'm not judging her.
I am.
You know what I mean? And you shouldn't.
I am.
You don't know what she's going through.
It's okay.
When you have children and your boobs start to say, then have a conversation with
But she's not the only one.
Listen, exactly. But it doesn't matter. It's how you feel, not everybody else. But you know what? We're not going to go back and forth with this. I ain't going to you leave my friend alone. Okay?
Grind my gears.
She's my friend in my mind. So, anywho, although my jacket, you guys can't smell this, but it smells like chicken. I fried some chicken today. So, great deal. So, right now, what's really in is obviously blazers. They're always in. They don't really go out of style. But I found this really great blazer jacket, and it was actually at Susie Shear's, the outlet. And the fabric is really nice. It's a really stretchy. You can use it as a nice little coat for your dresses, especially in the summertime. Pair it with a tank top, some boyfriend jeans, and some heels.
You wear that by itself?
You can wear it by itself with, just a cute little skirt or something underneath that hides it, no top or whatever, or even like jacket. And guess the price, guys. I think you guys can see it, but
$59.99.
Actually, the regular price. So when I first seen it, it was $44.45.
Oh.
Before taxes, right? Now the joke is, I was pissed because when in this Susie Shear store, it was like everything's like $10. So I'm there bringing to the cashier. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get this jacket. She's like, that's $52. I said no, put it back. And my aunt was cussing me because she was like, Lisa, that's actually really good. I'm like, yeah, it's good if it was Zara. No offense. I know, certain brands, when you pay that certain money. I said, this is going to go down just now, so I'll wait. And she told me it was not going to go down. Anywho, I waited about a week, went back in the store. It went down to $29.95. So I got it for $30 or $31 and change because I got 5% off or 10% off, I believe, if you it's your first time like buying something at Susie Shear with their code. So it was a really great deal. So for $30, this could be yours. Definitely go take a look. Very summer, spring. I'm like spitting on myself. This is great. But and it can be paired with so many things. I'm actually I saw this look on these jeans, actually, boyfriend jeans, and they put what's it called? Pearls, like these little small pearls along the pants going down in a style or pattern. So I'm going to make a few for myself and for a couple of people from a couple of my clients. And I think that this would be paired well. So this girl's wearing a similar blazer, but it was a shorter version. It was more of a crop version. But yeah, if you're looking for any great deals, hit me up. Right? So you guys know how to, right? So if you're looking for any great deals, get at me, personal shopper and styler at bChic, Not Bougie. Whether it's on Instagram, that's the same name, or you can also email me at the same thing at gmail.com. So, oh my gosh, time is gone. Time is gone. Well, maybe I have a quick question for you, Erica, before we finish. So, we usually ask people a question, like spill their tea. I didn't prepare you for this, so you don't tell me no. But so we usually like to ask about dates. So like, what was like your worst date or a date from hell that you had?
Oh, okay. They didn't show up.
No.
No.
That sucks.
That is not nice.
And they lied and said that their friend is vomiting everywhere and they're at the hospital at the Humber, whatever the hospital
Humber
is there.
River? Regional?
Oh, this is a real story.
No.
How did you
I
find?
was there eating my meal and like I just
The
knew
same day?
The same day.
Okay.
And after that, I was like, you know what? I'm already dressed. I'm looking good. I ate my food. We're supposed to meet. We made plans to go to a club after that date. Where did I go after that date?
Did you go?
I went to the club by myself. Guess who was there dancing with a female, jerking some lips?
No, please tell me what happened next. What happened next?
Oh, Max came to me. Oh my gosh, Erica.
Don't touch me.
He was cut. So that was my tea. That's my true life story.
Wow.
Yo, men are so dangerous.
Toronto
sometimes.
men.
Toronto men are not nice.
Don't even start
are
it.
not nice.
Do not even start it.
Oh, that's not nice. But did you I guess did he ever try to holler at you again after that?
Oh yeah, numerous times.
Did you stand your ground?
Yeah.
Okay. She's like, think about it. I said, I did stand my ground. Well, that's good. Well, as long as you stood your ground, yeah, I don't know. I hate men. Sometimes, not all of them. Sometimes.
What would you do without them at the end of the day? But
not a damn thing.
Wring
their neck.
In the neck, you know? So
especially when they get caught.
Story. Yeah.
And the thing is they never have a really good excuse. Like, Richie, what would you have done if
I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't.
Good answer.
I wouldn't have done
that.
Answer. So I can't even contemplate.
Has a date ever just ghosted you and?
Nah, cause I'm not gonna go out there before we agree, right? But I've gotten the brush offs, I gotta do this tonight and something, and then you kind of could just tell when it's not genuine.
This is Jamie Sparks.
Well, it's time to wrap up the show. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to bChic, Not Bougie. I'm your host Alicia, alongside DJ Richie. And again, thank you so much, Erica, the PR diva, for joining us tonight. Please tune in next week. We'll have more guests coming up, and have a great night.
You listen to radio. This is Lavinia J from the UK, and you're listening to